Hello everyone. Okay, so I would like to welcome you to yet another video that I have been making in order to really help you understand what is going on with the recent Google algorithmic changes and how we have changed our approach to cater to the new algorithm. Okay, so once again, the presentation is not exactly professional, right? I spent around like 15 or 20 minutes just to design the slides, but I hope you get enough material in this within this presentation to make it worth your while. Okay, so let's get started. Once again, this video is about the post penguin method that we've started working on. If you are on our mailing list, you would have noticed that we sent out a couple of beta offers for around $500 each. And the idea over there was to kind of understand and use different clients' websites in order to understand what is going on and what kind of link building methods are still very effective. Okay, but before we go into this, I just wanted to tell you that we've seen some really good increases even for our own test websites. But in order to sell link building services to clients, we have to use their websites as well, just to make sure that it's pretty much across the board. Okay, so that's why we offer that service. All right, so let's get started. First of all, what was the Penguin update? Right, so the Penguin update was rolled out in April 2012, right? So that was like 2 months ago. The idea behind the update was to kind of de-rank or penalize websites which were using spammy tactics. Right now, defining spam is kind of tricky, but the basic idea is that you should not be using a lot of the same kinds of links, right? You shouldn't be over optimizing your website. You shouldn't be using a lot of money keywords only. All right, so there should be a natural selection, a natural list of keywords that you want to go ahead with, right? So the idea over here is that if your website only targeted the top 5 keyword phrases and there were no other keywords used in the link building, you would probably be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, once again, penalty is not it's not permanent, right? We have been able to get more than 50% of the clients out of the penalty, right? So it didn't really take a lot of effort on our part, and they're ranking now again on page one. So the sites which were hit once again were using bad link tactics. Now, when we say bad link tactics, or when Google says bad link tactics, it just means that they're using a lot of low quality links, huge runs of black hat software, huge runs of software which can just churn out links and which are pretty much easy to identify. But here's the thing, there were exceptions to the number and the kind of people, the kind of websites that got into trouble. Okay, so I actually had a couple of clients coming over to our firm, and they had only done natural link building, right? So they didn't even build a single link to their website. They actually had guest posts on other websites written by other people that pointed naturally to their websites, right? They were ranking for some competitive keywords. They're gone now. So if anyone does tell you that the Penguin update only penalized sites which really were spamming the web, that's not the truth, because I have seen enough cases where legit websites with legit content with good quality links, they actually they suffered from a penalty as well. All right, so it's pretty much across the board. Okay, if you were unlucky in the sense that your website did get into trouble, once again, the penalty is not permanent. Okay, so we can definitely do something about it. Moving on. So how has SEO changed since the latest Google update? First of all, thousands of webmasters lost their income. Okay, that is just how it is going to be. This is exactly what happened last year, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, and even like back in 2004. Okay, so people, some webmasters will have this happen to their websites. Okay, and if they give up, they give up. We can't really do a lot about that. But the idea over here is that if you do get into trouble, if your website does get into a penalty, let us know, or let any other SEO company know. Once we tell you our approach and the way we are now building links, you should be able to recover from the penalty. Okay, so don't lose hope. This will keep on happening. Maybe in a year or two, the same thing will repeat itself. So there really is no reason to freak out. Okay, speaking of freakouts, we've had some major meltdown in popular IM forums such as Warrior Forum, and I think there was Terry, one of Terry Kyle's forum as well. Then there was the Digital Points forum, some Black Hat forums as well. Many people fairly upset that their website is gone. But once again, it really cannot be gone. Okay, nothing is forever, nothing is permanent. So if you if you didn't go and churn out 2 million extra links, and if you still got into trouble, chances are there are good chances that we can bring you back. Okay, so please don't worry. And finally, essentially, there has been a little, little has changed in SEO, because pretty much the same things which were working before are working still, right? We have tested this on enough clients, and enough of our local SEO and other websites to get to the conclusion that essentially SEO remains pretty much the same. You just have to be a little careful. Do not over optimize. Do not use only one link source. Use a lot of anchor texts, and you're good to go. So, okay, so what exactly was our old link building model? Okay, first of all, it's still effective. Some clients, because they didn't see any change, any negative changes after the Penguin update, they want us to stay with the stay and use the old SEO method with them. Okay, so they're getting such good results that they don't care. Okay, they want us to stay with the same thing and not to change the method, not even a single bit, and that's fine. If something is working for a client, it's I mean, it serves our purpose, it serves their purpose, so there is no reason for us to change it. Okay, but speaking about the old method, the idea was that we used to build uh, PR6 to 9 domain links using a siphon approach. Okay, so what that means is we build PR6 to 9 links and point them to your website, but each link page has its own unique content, uses its own keywords, and is submitted to a ton of other reputed sources, right? So we're looking at social bookmarking, RSS aggregators, pinging services, indexing services, but we don't use these mass tactics directly on your website. We use them to get the PR6 to 9 domain links indexed. And it's these links that point to your domain. Okay, so it's kind of a pyramid approach, but because there's so many different possibilities, so many different arrangements, it looks totally white hat and natural to Google. Okay, once again, we were using unique, relevant, but spun content. Obviously, the idea here is to use natural content which is not spun, but because of the pricing factors, we're using spun content. Once again, if some of you had paid us extra, we would be using new naturally written content as well. So it's more of a pricing factor. Okay, and this link building service used somewhat of a customized approach, because each website, and once again, each client is different. Okay, so we look at the website first, we find out what's wrong, we find out what kind of links this client needs, and then we tweak it a little bit. All right, so this is what we used to do, and what we still do for some of the clients, but our current situation is that we have 100 plus recurring clients, and that's monthly. Okay, so 100 plus clients. And in regards to the Penguin update, yes, we did have some people who got into trouble, right? So as far as I know, 5 or 7 of them got into trouble by using our links. Okay, or links of another SEO company. The problem here is we don't know whose links caused the problem, because we're using the same kind of links for hundreds of other clients. They're ranking fine. If 5 or 7 of them do get into trouble, that's just the way it is, and that's fine. That's fine. We were able to get half of the penalized websites out of their tanked situation, so they're ranking on page 1 again. Okay, some of them are still in, they're still problematic, but that is the nature of the game. We are still trying to fix those, and in a month or two they will be back on track. But the important point over here is that many of the websites did not face a penalty, right? And they're pretty much ranking fine. Okay, so the post Penguin method. Now here is what where this gets interesting. Now we're using 12 different link sources. So this fully mimics a natural looking backlink profile. Okay, this cannot get any more natural. Trust me, because there aren't a lot of SEO services out there which are providing you 12 link sources, and we've decided to provide it just because that separates us from the competition. Okay, so depending on your budget, depending on the package that you buy, you should be able to get most, if not all, of these links that were mentioned below. Okay, so PR69 domain links, same as before, nothing changed there. Guest blogging services, these are some high quality links from actual legit websites, really costly. Then we're looking at article submissions, press release submissions, edu and government links, homepage backlinks. We even gave out a few PR5 homepage backlinks to some of our clients. But obviously, they were like recurring clients and they were paying us a lot. So it kind of justified the cost of these links, right? Then we're looking at blog comments, niche related links for websites which are really in deep trouble as far as Google is concerned. Then we're looking at wiki links, PDF links, and finally forum profile links. Okay, once again, depending on the package size, we are using most, if not all, the link building sources over here. Okay, so what do we do with the keywords? Simply put, we use 15 or 20 different keywords, but then again, this is just um, this is just a general thing that I'm saying. Okay, if you have a smaller budget, we would probably use 10 keywords. For larger budgets, upwards of $2,000, we might even use 25 or 30 keywords. Okay, but here's the important point: once the client sends us their keywords, we make our selection of the money keywords. We add some natural looking keywords like click here, go here, visit our website, click here to visit my website, go to my blah blah website over here, that kind of stuff. And finally, we're looking at modifiers. So if your main keyword is link building service, we're going to go with best link building services company, Canada, UK, link building firm, that kind of stuff. Okay, and we also use naked URLs. So what that means is if your website is quantumseolabs.com, we use quantumseolabs.com as the anchor text. Okay, so what that does is this makes everything look extremely natural. Okay, we cannot get any more, like, this is as far as it goes. All right, so other SEO firms probably will not be doing the same thing, and that's what we're doing in order to ensure that from this point onwards clients do not get into trouble. Okay, so once again, we use many different keywords, and in some exceptional cases we also make on-site changes, because some clients, they either have no content on the homepage or on the landing pages, or if they do have content, has such a high density, keyword density, that it is pretty much getting flagged, right? Or they're using so many different keywords in their headers, heading tags, and title tags and keyword tags, that we do have to make changes for our link building to work. Once again, please do understand that on-site changes are necessary for some websites, and if you're over optimizing a certain page of your website, it probably will not rank as high as it should be. Okay, so the end result and the effectiveness. Now, what exactly are the end results? First of all, most of the clients, they were never penalized in the first place. Okay, a penalty occurs when you're on the first page and you start ranking on page 4 or 5. Okay, we did have some clients who were ranking at the top, but they're now ranking on position 3, and that's fine. Even they're not unhappy about it. This is natural. These kind of fluctuations keep on happening, especially if there's an algo change every month or every other month, so please don't worry about that. But penalties are very hard to come by, especially with our link building. The new method, especially, it prevents triggering of red flags, because we're using so many different link sources, so many different anchors, so nothing really can go wrong over there. Plus, we've tested this on enough of our own domains that it didn't really, we're fairly sure that it's safe. Okay, once again, the new method that we just discussed, it brought back half of the websites. Half of them are still in the hole, right? But that's fine. In the coming months, we should be able to do something with them as well. And it's important to understand that SEO is a slow process. Okay, so you just cannot expect a penalty to go away in 2 weeks. That will never happen. Okay, so we're looking at 2 or 2.5 months. Okay, that's the normal timeline for recovering websites. But we did get some sites out of the penalties in as little as 2 weeks. Okay, so it really depends on the website. Finally, new clients are seeing increases in 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, because we started the new method 4 weeks ago, many of the clients are already pretty happy about their ranking increases. So the basic timeline, the general timeline in seeing ranking increases is 3 to 4 weeks typically. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching this video, and please do let us know if there's a way we can help you out. Okay, if you are already on our mailing list and you see this video, you already might have subscribed to our new method. If you haven't, let us know, and just ask us questions. Okay, if you want us to send you any like demo links, I can check with my team and send you those as well. But yeah, any questions, you can comment below this video, or you can just send us an email to qslsupport@gmail.com. Okay, thank you.